Hey guys, so as promised, I am back with my first impressions video of Cloud. So I maxed him out yesterday. I also got his weapon 2 plus 5. I got the assault version. I think this is the best variation. I believe the other variations are aim and vital. And the aim version has around 50 less attack, around that much. I can't recall from the top of my head. And only has like 8 extra accuracy, so something like that. So it's not really worth it, and I'll get into that a bit more later. But yeah, I got the assault version. I think that's the one you should get. And just taking a look at the unit first, this reminds me of the Square Enix statue that they're selling. So let me just pull up that image. Yeah, this one with the pose and everything. But I like the 2D art a lot better. Where he's, like looking at you with his eyes right there and the extended arm right here. I like the exaggerated, waist pointing this way. It's a pretty good, like balanced action pose. Compared to the toy or the statue, like this one looks like he's ashamed of something, like he's looking down and it's a bit stiff, and this arm, I don't know what's that's doing right there. So with regard to the art and the way they did it in War of the Visions, I think it's much better than this one. As for the face, I really like how they did the face as well. Let's take a look at another image here. This is from an action figure as well, but this one is poseable. And as you can see, like they got the details of the hair pretty well, right? So yeah, the spike right here and all these little things right here. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. Generally this looks really awesome. I really like how they did the art for this one. And even the costume is very accurate compared to the actual one. Like this, let's pull this up right here. Okay, with the shoulder pad and everything, and the belt, also very accurate. So really well done. The 3D version is really good as well. His arms are pretty, like, a lot larger here than on the drawing, but yeah, it's good. Like it's accurate, looks good, looks high definition. So all in all, like a really well designed unit in terms of the look. Okay, and as for the stats, the performance of the unit, um, so there's a website, you probably know this website, but there's a website you can go to. It's votiveCalc.com. And then it shows all the stats right here. But the reason why I don't do this, like I don't look at this page, is because I don't understand. Like it doesn't really tell me anything. I have no context, right? So I don't know if 200, like what's this number? Like I don't really know, right? So what I do typically is I go to the first thing I do is I take a look at the unit's accuracy, if it's like a DPS unit, and like evasion if it's if it's designed to be an evasion unit. And a good resource for that is this website, Votive Info. Unfortunately, they haven't updated this site since January 25 right here. It says, but they still have the formula right here. So you can just plug this into your own Excel file and check. And without needing to test, if you have a lot of experience using other units, you can just compare the stats to other units that you've used in the past. For example, what I did with Cloud was that I plugged in his stats, his base stats, onto Excel using the formula, and what I found was that his accuracy performance without the passive is very similar to Rain. And Rain is just from my experience a notoriously bad accuracy unit. Like he never hits he never hits any evasion units, so it's very rare. So that's my he's like my benchmark. So I know like if the innate accuracy is similar to Rain, it's gonna be bad. And you can see here his I plug them in. I plug both Ketone and Cloud into a scenario, and then the hit from the front is 71%. To you, that may not sound so bad, but it is like it, because in reality, what's going to happen is you're probably going to when you're building a team, an evasion team will have like evasion vision cards and evasion equipment, and and you are probably not going to be focusing on that. You're probably going to be focusing on damage if you are like if you're the damage dealer on your team. So in reality, it's going to be closer to like 50% or less, probably less. So what sets Cloud apart though from Rain is he has the passive. Let me just pull this up. And he has Nightblade Mastery. So Nightblade Mastery actually gives 25 accuracy, for those who didn't know. So it gives 30% attack, 25 accuracy, but subtracts 10 evade. Actually, with Nightblade Mastery, you're gonna do like 96%. But again, that sounds better than it actually is, because with all the gear and everything, it's going to be closer to this. Like this is how I tested, right? So with the luck VC from on Ketone, and like an extra unit to hold the evasion VC, and probably some evasion gear, and then just a buster sword, it's going to be like 57% from the front, which is not very good. And this is with Nightblade Mastery. Without that, that's going to be like 32% or something, right? So it's pretty bad. And just to tell you why I use Nightblade Mastery, it's just because when I was testing, this one, Mercenary, has move +1. So this is highly dependent on you and the teams that you're testing against, the teams that you're targeting in guild battle or arena. If you need the extra move +1 to make your opener work, make it better, then by all means use it. That's more important. Like the opener is very important. But for me, from just testing it against the specific team that I was targeting, that I'm targeting right now, just I didn't need the move +1. Like my opener was better without the extra move. So that's the reason why I'm using Nightblade Mastery, not really for the accuracy. But it's good to know that you have that option. You boost his accuracy by 25, and then you can equip him with like accuracy gear and vision cards, and then he can take on some evasion units as well. So there are a lot of strong ideas for Cloud in terms of team composition. You can build him with Charlotte as the main tank and do a mono lightning team, or you can do standard, like maybe you have a King Mont as the tank, and either do another attacker or a healer or a support unit alongside him. I wanted to try and make a team that could potentially protect Cloud from the Zazans and the Ketones running around in the meta. So I built this team, which is sort of interesting. It's using 2B as an evasion tank. And the reason why I wanted to try this is because I wanted to simulate, I don't have a max Tifa yet, I'm going to max her out, but I wanted to simulate what it's like running Tifa and Cloud together, and then having Tifa be the the main unit to get rid of the Earth units that are running around the meta right now. And yeah, so I'm gonna play a video and show you what this is gonna be like. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to pause the video a few times to explain a few decisions that I made. Okay, so this guy has a Ketone, a Mont in the middle, and a Zazan on the solo side. The idea obviously is to try and kill the Zazan 1v1 with the 2B. And then try to win the 2v2 on this side as well. Okay, so this buff, I'm running Cloud here as a ranger, so this one is quite important. And here, Blood Boil, this is from Yerma's TMR. I'm using this because I wanted to make sure that I hit Zazan, because he's quite evady as well. And this TMR gives a lot of accuracy and attack as well, since I'm not using any like wind vision cards. Okay, so here, you see the barrage here. The mistake I made here is I didn't tweak the agi of Fred relative to Cloud. So ideally, I would want my Fred to go here. And with tweaking, you can try and do that so that they go. You're pretty sure that your opener they go in sequence right after each other, so that you go and execute a barrage chain here. So if I did that, this would be a barrage chain and these guys would probably be dead. But that's not the case, and let's continue with the video. Got hit. Zazan. Got hit there. Okay, so this one is a chain, so that's pretty hard. Mon's gonna go down here, but Ketone survives, and that's the one shot on Zazan. Okay. And obviously that wasn't like the strongest team to demonstrate. I'm gonna show you another video afterwards with me fighting my own like team. Yeah, but that's the idea here, is that yeah, you can pretty much go up against Earth teams as well, as long as you have the right people in the composition with Cloud. And for this one, I see a lot of teams that put Helena on the slot 1, and this is an easy way to deal with that, as long as her HP is below 6,500, which can happen if she's not in a mono dark team with Dwayne that's using like HP plus VCs. And the way to do that is to stack on crit damage on Fred by using Tidus's shoes and the necklace. So both of these things add crit damage, and on this map she pretty much crits all the time. So this would maximize her damage, and just using the this VZ as well to add to her damage and Titan, and I'll show you that right now. Okay. So we have a Helena here. Okay, so this is important. Helena is going to this side because this is the closest path to Fred. And since I don't have a tank with passive hate in my composition, she's going to take this route. If I had a tank with passive hate like in the middle, would be going this way. And that's important for the ordering of things, and I'll explain that in a bit. I'll go ahead and play the video. Okay, so the Mont is in the middle.
Alright then, here we go.
Let's see here. Okay, so since the opponent has a tank with hate in the middle, my Fred is trying to go to the middle of the map. And if I had, and since she did that, and you remember the Helena was going this way, now the Helena has to go back towards the middle to try and chase my Fred. That makes her waste a move and ensures that I am going to be able to shoot her first before she casts any magic on me. Okay. So she's gonna try and chase my Fred.
No mercy.
Doesn't do much damage. And we have the barrage here. And this time, you can see that I was able to tweak my Agi so that I ensure that 9S goes after his Agi is very close to Cloud, so that sort of ensures that he goes after Cloud and does the combo right there. And watch this hit on Helena.
All according to plan.
Boom, that's 6,500 damage. That's pretty nice damage. And she's gonna die every time. I love that. So there's the chain. This guy is down. And that guy is down as well. Okay, so this was the team that you just saw. Another thing that you can do is have like the tank in the middle. And an interesting thing that you can use is this TMR, which is from what's her name, Nivlu, and this gives additional evasion to a party member. So she's gonna use this on 2B to give her additional evasion, but you need to turn off the, if you want to do that, you need to turn off this buff, aim fire. So I have it turned on, but if I want to use this composition, I need to turn that off. And that's it for my initial impression of Cloud. I think he's a very versatile unit. And to end this video, I am leaving you with a video of me trying to fight my own defense team. And it's not going to be pretty. So see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching. I look forward to a full review and my review of other units. Bye.
Invoking my special technique. Pinpoint! No mercy! Ah! I'm over here. My turn! Vanish! Ah! Die! Vanish! You can't escape. My thanks. Vanish! I'm over here. You can't escape. I'm over here. Ha!